What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and this is the Thunder Channel on nootropics and a lot of other stuff. Thanks for being with me. I'm going to talk about an insane energy nootropic stack with just 6 ingredients. And what I want to illustrate in this video is like you can take a simple 6 compounds and make a killer stack. I'm going to break down 3 different versions of the stack, from least potent, which is still very potent, to most potent. So stick around. In the meantime, if you'd like access to a powerful nootropic stack, courses that teach you how to use nootropics, or you'd like to work with me, pay attention to the following. Number 1, Cortex nootropic stack, powerful energy, dopamine-centered stack. I mean, used all around the world for 7 years now by entrepreneurs, nootropics enthusiasts, and everyone else in between. You need that extra kick to get things done by Cortex. You should get it on subscription. Think of it, epic stack coming to your doorstep every 30 days. Courses, look, if you're new to nootropics, you've got to start with Nootropics Ground Zero, okay? You got to get that course. I see people that haven't gotten Nootropics Ground Zero that are maybe 6 months into nootropics complaining about inconsistency or telling me, hey, my stack is doing this or that. What do you mean your stack? You need to have many stacks. Basic concepts you'll learn in Nootropics Ground Zero. Get it at livecortex.com. Mid-level course is the Nootropics Masterclass. Okay, this is taking your nootropics usage to an entirely different level, the 6-year mark. Get that video course, livecortex.com. Lastly, Nootropics God course. This is the highest level. We're talking about 10 to 15-year mark. It's how people like me use nootropics. So many distinctions, so many stacks in the God course. A couple other things. We just launched the Alpha Male Superclass. If you want to take your game as a man to the next level, including some testosterone supercharging protocols, get the Alpha Male Superclass, livecortex.com. Lastly, if you'd like to work with me, the most popular thing right now has been Ryan on Call. Okay, so you have me on call to help you with anything related to physiology, nootropics, energy, testosterone, and pretty much everything in between that we can handle. It's a monthly on-call service where you've got me to solve large-scale problems or to help you to formulate regimens. Do all that stuff at livecortex.com. All right, so look, energy stacks are kind of a dime a dozen, right? I mean, like you go to the gas station or whatever and you can find an energy stack. I mean, 5-Hour Energy is essentially an energy stack, and it actually does include nootropics in it. I think it's got citicoline, some sort of tyrosine analog in it, you know, and on the web, I mean, you can find plenty of energy-centered stacks, ones that should be, based on what they're doing, giving you energy. But good energy stacks are both hard to find, hard to put together. They take a little more specificity and judiciousness, but they should be cherished and appreciated. The general rule of thumb is that if something is, assuming something is not majorly reducing cognitive function in your brain, like that's wrong with your physiology, and oxidative stress is like kind of one of the most prominent things that could be inhibiting brain function. Assuming that is not happening, adenosine receptor modulator stacked with other energy-inducing nootropics is the best route to take for an energy stack. Okay, so now I'm going to give you, first of all, let's lay out the ingredients. 6 major ingredients to put in, again, 3 different formulations that are killer for mental energy and the ability to get work done. So here's the 6 ingredients. Number 1, theobromine. Number 2, teacrine. Number 3, oxiracetam. Number 4, chaga mushroom. Number 5, cognizin or citicoline. And number 6, acetyl L-carnitine. Okay, those are the 6 compounds that we're going to use to put together an insanely powerful energy stack. I mean, these are all targeted toward enlivening energy. You've got oxiracetam forcing choline release, getting you to focus, giving you extra brain energy. You've got cognizin or CDP-choline as your choline source, pretty necessary kind of prerequisite in a stack like this. You've got theobromine working on the adenosine receptors, right, as a methylxanthine class stimulating energy compound. You've got teacrine also working on the adenosine receptors, modulating them in a positive way, giving you energy. You've got chaga mushroom, which, by the way, is an incredible energy-producing mushroom. It's a mushroom, but it's also considered nootropic, at least it is in my eyes, stimulating, gives you energy. And then again, lastly, you've got Alcar, forcing you to push fatty acids to brain cell mitochondria to give you energy. So these 6 compounds are really what you want to use when producing a very effective energy stack. It doesn't say that other compounds might not be useful, like the aphanyls, etc., but for this particular set of stacks, you just need these 6 compounds. Let's get to stack number 1. Stack number 1, and again, this is from least potent to most potent, but the least potent, which is stack number 1 here, is still going to be extremely potent for people. So you should start at stack 1 and then move to stack 2 and then 3 if you need to. Stack 1 is the following: 300 milligrams of oxiracetam, 100 milligrams of teacrine, 100 milligrams of chaga mushroom, 50 milligrams theobromine, 50 milligrams citicoline, and 300 milligrams of Alcar. Okay? If you're going to try this stack, you want to try that first. I don't care how you respond to some of these things historically. It doesn't matter if you think you may need higher doses. You always want to start low because then you have room to move up. Okay? So start with that stack. For a lot of you, just that stack alone is going to produce a lot of brain energy and put you in a place where working is easier, getting down to your to-do list is a lot easier, executing stuff that you're procrastinating on is going to be a lot easier, and other things that require mental energy, right? So that's stack number 1. Now bumping that up a little bit, bumping the doses up and making it stronger, this is stack 2. Stack 2 is 500 milligrams oxiracetam, 150 milligrams teacrine, 150 milligrams chaga mushroom, 60 milligrams theobromine, 60 milligrams citicoline, and then 400 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine. So what we basically did on this iteration of it is we bumped the oxiracetam up to 500 from 300. We bumped the teacrine up to 150 from 100. We bumped the chaga up to 150 from 100. We bumped the theobromine up just 10 milligrams. We bumped the citicoline up just 10 milligrams, and then the Alcar up 100 milligrams. Not for the faint of heart, very powerful stack. If you took the first stack and you're like, wow, this is heavy hitting, but maybe there's another level to this, take the second stack, right? For a lot of folks, now this is like getting, for the majority of folks, you'll probably have to stop at stack 2 because stack 3 may be too powerful. Taking this stuff up in really high doses is gonna amplify brain energy in a very noticeable way. But if you're one of those people that for whatever reason, neurophysiologically, in terms of the way that you respond to nootropics and possibly even your body weight, require high doses of nootropics to get the best effects, then you would want to go with stack 3, which is the following: 700 milligrams oxiracetam, 200 milligrams teacrine, 200 milligrams chaga mushroom, 80 milligrams theobromine, 80 milligrams citicoline, and 500 milligrams of Alcar. That stack is going to be an exceptionally powerful stack. And I know a lot of you are right away going like, man, I want to try stack 3 right away. Honestly, try stack 1. Like stack 1, just stack 1 kicks my ass. I formulated these like taking all the usual suspects in my brain and the energy-inducing, energy-producing nootropics and putting it together for me, right? I'm always trying to find new combinations of nootropics that like just give me the edge. And one of them was this stack, right? These 6 compounds, just super synergistically powerful, stacked together and put you in a place where your energy's through the roof, dude. I mean, like if there's something you're procrastinating on, this is the stack to take. If you slept like crap, this is the stack and its iterations to take. If you're just running into fatigue at some weird point in the day, call it like noon or something, I mean, there's probably something causing it and you want to look at that. But if in the pinch you can't figure that out, or you just need to figure out the energy in the meantime while you fix the underlying issue, at noon when your fatigue pops up, take this stack. You can take the stack as late as like 3 or 4 p.m. Take it any later than that, and probably the teacrine theobromine in the stack may interrupt sleep. I mean, that's just a caveat, and maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's hard to say. For most people, probably not. But these 6 compounds are incredibly strong for giving you a lot of brain energy. Let's run through it again. Number 1, 300 milligrams oxiracetam, 100 of teacrine, 100 of chaga mushroom, 50 theobromine, 50 acetylcholine, 300 milligrams Alcar. That is stack number 1. Try that first. A lot of you, again, are going to realize just that stack and that iteration and those ingredients is going to make you feel really good and give you a lot of brain energy. If it doesn't though, or if you need more and you feel like there's another level and you're comfortable with that without getting too overstimulated, that's the thing you'd want to primarily watch out for. Stack number 2, 500 milligrams oxiracetam, 150 ateacrine, 150 chaga, 60 theobromine, 60 CDP-choline, 400 milligrams Alcar. At the highest level in these 6 compounds for producing massive brain energy with a nootropic stack with just 6 ingredients is stack 3, and that is 700 of oxiracetam, 200 ateacrine, 200 chaga mushroom, 80 milligrams theobromine, 80 milligrams CDP-choline, 500 milligrams Alcar. All right? Not for the faint of heart, my friends. Again, I put this together like experimenting. I'm always experimenting, right? And for me, I mean, there's really, I call it 10 to 15 compounds that are in the reservoir of like massive energy producing compounds that like if my brain is working otherwise correct and I just need a lot of brain energy and I just want to be stimulated and I want that feeling where my brain is on kind of a hyperdrive to get a lot of stuff done, or maybe perhaps multitask or sit down for 4 to 5 hours and just really nail the to-do list down, I put this stack together. I respond best, by the way, to the first iteration of it, okay? So that's all I really need is stack 1. 300 oxiracetam, 100 ateacrine, 100 chaga, 50 theobromine, 50 CDP-choline, and 300 milligrams of Alcar. Now look, I've taken all of these stacks. Stack 2, very powerful, gave me a lot of energy just like stack 1, but there was a point at which my focus was sort of veering a little bit, but I still got a lot done. And stack 3 for me, too overstimulating, right? It feels good. I mean, wow, it's an amazing pre-workout. And there's certain things I could do taking that stack, right? But as far as focus, it just made me a little overstimulated. And that's gonna be different for different people. That's why you should start at 1 and move up. Last tip, because I was able to do this on stack 3, if any of the stacks are giving you brain energy you would like, but they're overstimulating you to the point where focus is a problem, just bring in a balancer, okay? So like in my example, stack 3 was overstimulating and it was like, it felt amazing in terms of energy and I had the energy to take on the world, but focusing was harder. I was like rather multitask and do 100 things at once, and then ultimately that ends up being not that productive. So for me, adding 250 milligrams of theanine cleared that up, right? Cleared it up. It just reduced the potency of the stimulation just enough to where I was able to get into a good flow state. So keep that in mind, having 100 to 300 milligrams of theanine in the mix if any one of these iterations of the stack is too stimulating for you. Thank you so much for being with me, everybody. Again, if you'd like access to a powerful motivation, dopamine-centered stack, courses that teach you how to use nootropics the right way and get good results, way better results than you're probably getting and that other people get, or you'd like to work with me to fix physiology, fix your brain chemistry, fix your testosterone, check out the following. Number 1, Cortex stack, powerful, dopamine-centered, energy-driven nootropic stack. Buy it at livecortex.com. It is cheap. If you get subscription Cortex, it's cheaper. And how cool is that? Cortex ships to your doorstep every 30 days without fail for cheaper. Just go sub to Cortex. If you want to support us, go sub to the Cortex stack, livecortex.com. Courses, brand new. Please, please, I'm begging you, get Nootropics Ground Zero. I don't want to see you a year in having consistency issues with your stack or relying on one stack because you didn't watch Nootropics Ground Zero. Get the course, livecortex.com. Mid-level course, if you already watched it or if you're 2-3 years in and have a good grasp on all of this, Nootropics Masterclass is where you have to be. That'll take you all the way to the 6-year plus mark. Different distinctions, different results there. The highest level of nootropics courses that I created is writing a course based on how I think about nootropics at the 15-year mark and how I think about nootropics and formulating nootropics with clients. It's called the Nootropics God Course. Get that at livecortex.com. These are all video courses. Lastly, if you'd like to work with me at any capacity, I mean, we'll fix your physiology in a range of issues, from dopamine burnout to general fatigue issues, right, to energy issues, to brain performance issues, to testosterone issues, to formulating your nootropic stacks, to having them hit hard, to overhauling your entire regimen, and pretty much everything else in between that I can handle. Most popular consulting package has been Ryan On Call. Okay, you pay a monthly fee, you've got me on call, we'll work together for 3 months, 6 months, however long it takes to get you with a bunch of stacks that are effective or your physiology resolved. Go do it at livecortex.com. And again, if you'd like a dedicated program, we've got more one-on-one dedicated programs where we track all of the stacks on an online document, adjust them all for you, and it's basically plug and play. Those are one-on-one direct consulting programs. You can find them at livecortex.com. Thank you so much for being with me, everybody. Look forward to the Testosterone Superclass launching in a mere 2 weeks. And I'll talk to you soon.
Have you ever wanted to feel what it feels like to use all of your brain? To fire on all cylinders, have access to your deepest performance potential, and to tap into the reservoir of pure mental capacity? Well, I've cracked the code to being able to access your full brain. My name is Ryan Michael Ballo, and I am the pioneer of society's modern use of what are called nootropics, brain performance enhancers that trigger neurotransmitter systems to function at peak capacity. But the mere use of nootropics, I found, isn't quite enough. You see, most people are using nootropics entirely in the wrong way, not maximizing potential and yielding the best effects. So I've spent the greater part of the last 15 years studying neuroscience and formulating what is called nootropics usage methodology, a wide collection of highly advanced principles that allow you to unlock your true brain performance potential using nootropics. I dug deep into the core of neurobiology and pharmacology of nootropics to create methods of usage that keep your nootropic stacks hitting hard, staying consistent, and continuously delivering high-performance brain states. And that is what I bring to the table. I have consulted some of the biggest names in business, ranging from entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley to famous actors to business owners and professionals in every vertical, in every industry. What my expertise is in applying the methodology I invented in targeting neurotransmitter and brain function systems to fire on all cylinders, creating highly targeted, custom-tailored nootropic formulations for high-performance business people, entrepreneurs, and elite achievers. I will formulate your heavy-hitting, sustainable, tailored nootropic stacks targeted toward your brain. I will manage your schedule of dosing, and I will ensure through detailed micro-adjustments and continued support that your brain is performing at peak capacity so that you can focus on the bread and butter of your business and your life. Leave it all up to me, and let's get started on your journey in supercharging mental performance.